Breakups. They sting. Whether you saw it coming or it blindsided you like a punch to the gut, it's one of the hardest emotional hits a man can take. And if you're anything like most men, your first instinct is to either beg her to stay, or spiral into overthinking every single detail of your relationship. But here's the truth. What you do in the first few days and weeks after a breakup can either set you up for a powerful comeback, or trap you in a cycle of pain and regret. So in today's video, we're diving into the 9 things you must do when she breaks up with you, so you can heal faster, protect your dignity, and possibly even make her regret losing you. 1. Accept that it's over, at least for now. The very first thing you need to do when she ends it is accept the breakup, at least mentally. I know that sounds impossible, but if you can't accept the reality of the situation, you'll cling to false hope and make decisions that push her even further away. Acceptance doesn't mean you'll never get back together. It means you respect her choice, remove yourself from the role of the chaser, and stop fighting reality. Think of it this way: if you just had surgery, the worst thing you could do is rip out the stitches because you want to speed up the healing. Accepting the breakup is the emotional equivalent of keeping the stitches in place. It gives you a chance to stabilize before making your next move. Women often test to see how a man handles emotional adversity. By accepting the breakup instead of begging or pleading, you instantly communicate emotional strength and self-respect. 2. Go no contact. If you keep talking to her, liking her posts, or checking her stories every day, you're not just slowing your healing, you're feeding her ego. The no contact rule is not about manipulation. It's about reclaiming your mental and emotional space so you can think clearly. For at least 30 days, cut off communication. No texts, no DMs, no accidental run-ins. This isn't about punishing her, it's about creating emotional distance so you can break the habit of needing her attention to feel okay. When you vanish from her world, you remove the steady supply of validation she's used to getting from you. This creates space for her to actually feel the absence, and in some cases, it triggers her to start wondering about you again. 3. Feel the pain, don't numb it. Most guys rush to distract themselves after a breakup. Parties, rebounds, overworking, binge drinking, anything to avoid the pain. But here's the hard truth. Pain you don't process just sits in your system and resurfaces later. If you don't face the grief now, you'll carry it into your next relationship. Spend some quiet time with your feelings. Journal. Go on long walks. Talk to a trusted friend, not to vent endlessly, but to actually process what happened. This step is what prevents you from repeating the same relationship patterns. Women are often surprised when a man actually allows himself to feel and process heartbreak. It shows emotional maturity, something that many men avoid but that's highly attractive in the long run. 4. Upgrade your physical appearance. There's no better time to reinvent your look than after a breakup. Hit the gym, clean up your grooming, refresh your wardrobe. This isn't about revenge, it's about reminding yourself that you can still look, feel, and be your best without her. When she sees you later, whether online or in person, your improved appearance sends a subconscious message: I'm thriving without you. Even if she doesn't admit it, it will make her think twice about whether she made the right decision. Physical changes act as visible proof of inner change. It disrupts her mental image of you and can reignite attraction. 5. Rebuild your social life. A breakup often reveals how much of your life revolved around her. Now's the time to reconnect with old friends, meet new people, and engage in activities you used to enjoy, or always wanted to try. The busier and more socially fulfilled you are, the less power the breakup will have over you. Also, when she notices that you're out enjoying life, not sulking alone, it taps into her natural curiosity. Humans are drawn to people who seem in demand. Social proof is a powerful attraction trigger. When others enjoy being around you, it sends a subconscious signal that you're valuable and desirable. 6. Rediscover your purpose. One of the most damaging effects of a breakup is that it can leave you feeling like your life's meaning has been ripped away. That's because, for many men, their relationship was their purpose. And that's dangerous, because purpose should never be tied to a single person. Now's the time to double down on your career, your passions, or personal goals. Whether it's building a business, learning a new skill, or tackling a physical challenge, find something that gives you a reason to get up in the morning. Women are naturally drawn to men with a strong sense of mission. When you re-anchor yourself in your own purpose, you instantly become more magnetic. A man's purpose acts like a lighthouse, guiding not only his own life, but also attracting the attention and respect of others. After a breakup, this is your most powerful tool to rebuild your confidence. 7. Avoid the rebound trap. Here's a common mistake: jumping straight into another relationship or sleeping around just to show her you've moved on. While it might give you a temporary ego boost, it doesn't actually heal the wound, it just puts a bandage over it. Worse, you might get attached to someone you don't actually want, simply because they're filling the emotional gap she left. Rebounds almost always collapse, and when they do, you're left with 2 heartbreaks instead of 1. Studies show that people who rush into new relationships after a breakup tend to carry unresolved baggage, leading to repeated patterns of dysfunction. Taking time to be single actually increases your long-term relationship satisfaction. 8. Learn from the breakup. Pain without growth is wasted pain. Once you're past the initial emotional shock, look back at your relationship with clear eyes. Were there red flags you ignored? Did you lose yourself in the relationship? Were there boundaries you failed to set? If you can identify the mistakes, yours and hers, you can use the breakup as a turning point. Most men repeat the same patterns in every relationship because they never stop to actually study what went wrong. Self-awareness after a breakup is like compound interest. The lessons you learn now pay off in every future relationship. It's the difference between healing into a stronger man and carrying the same wounds forward. 9. Keep your dignity intact. Breakups often push men to their lowest points, sending paragraphs of emotional texts, showing up at her house, or trying to win her back with grand gestures. Here's the truth: the more you chase, the faster she runs. Instead, commit to holding your dignity. Let her go gracefully. The man who walks away with composure leaves a lasting impression, not the one who crumbles and begs. And if there's ever a chance for reconciliation, it's far more likely to happen if you stayed strong in the face of rejection. Women may forget the details of a relationship, but they rarely forget how you handled the end. Strength and self-control are infinitely more attractive than desperation. Breakups hurt. They test you, but they can also build you into a man who is stronger, wiser, and more attractive than before. Accept it. Go no contact. Process your pain. Level up physically, socially, and emotionally. Avoid rebounds, learn the lessons, and never sacrifice your dignity. And here's the part most men don't realize: when you genuinely heal and grow, you don't just increase the chance she might regret losing you. You also open the door to someone even better. If you found value in this, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into male-female dynamics, and share this with a brother who might need it today.